Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, something that I've been wanting to test for a while that I'm going to test out today is, can minions of emblemed sorcerers trigger the monoslow effect? So, we have Krampus here. Krampus is a sorcerer class. If you look at the talents, 15% chance to drop the mono generation of the enemy by minus 50% for 2 turns after dealing damage. The effect is applied at the end of the turn. So I've always wondered, does that count for minions as well? You might argue that no, minions aren't the hero themselves, they're an extension of the hero, so they don't count as the hero, therefore they don't count as a source of damage for this. But as we've seen in Empires and Puzzles, there are lots of inconsistencies, and that wasn't a good enough answer for me. So I want to know for sure if this is possible. So I just have a team of healers, and I don't know, it doesn't really matter what team I bring with me as long as there's no monks or maybe just monks so that I don't withstand the effect. And I'm just going to charge him up a few times ideally and just look for targets that get hit by the minion as many times as possible because it's only a 15% chance, so we need to get a lot of hits here. Maybe I'll just fast forward that section until I find something that seems conclusive one way or the other. If you have any information about this or you've tested it yourself, not just if you've heard something from someone else, because I want to try to answer this question once and for all and not just add speculation to it. But if you have anything you want to share or include, make sure to put that in the comments below and hit that like button right now if you want to see me do more videos like this. I'll keep an eye on the response and let that dictate what kind of stuff I'll do in the future. So this is just one of those questions that I want to be able to answer because you go on the forum and people are like, well, I don't know. I think no, or I think yes, and the answers aren't that satisfying. So here we go. We're going to find out. So I wasn't thinking at the time, but that was a terrible team to bring. So I just went ahead and swapped in a different team, and we're going to get started here because even with healers, that green tile damage was quite significant. Okay, so you can see his slash attack has put this ailment on regard. It is cleansable, which is interesting. I could totally have seen that being a non-cleansable thing. All right, slash attack and minion attack in this upcoming turn. All right. And again, the chance is small, so I'm just going to let this play out for a while. I might cut this part out and, knowing me, put some funny music in here because there's no need to watch all this. So we've got 3 minions here. So far, one of them is hanging on for dear life. So far, nothing has happened, even from slash attacks, but that's where it's only 15%. The chances are pretty minor. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at that because she did get hit by monoslow. It's kind of happening quickly who it's coming from. And that was an unfortunate situation where both minions also hit the target that got slashed. So that's inconclusive. And again, they keep targeting the same target. Okay, so that battle, there's one thing I'm going to go back and look where Leidenbrock got hit. I didn't see where it came from. The only other time I saw it was when the minions and the slash attack hit the same target on Heimdall. It seems pretty conclusive. I'm going to try this one more time with 3 stars who are going to do less tile damage and see if we can get a little bit more data. All right, I got my all-star team here ready to throw down healers and a cleanse. Just so if the same target gets hit multiple times, we can try to clarify, or we can clear that ailment and try to see where things were coming from. All right, we finally got a hit on Frosty, but that was the target of a slash, and I don't think it was from a minion. At least that's what happened before, where they hit the same target. So far this effect has landed multiple times. The slash attacks are happening far less often than the minion attacks, and these effects have only happened in the same turn as a slash attack, which is starting to seem pretty definitive. Like, it's very hard to prove this because it's just gathering data, but it's starting to seem more and more conclusive that minions cannot do this, which I think is what I expected, but I want to say no for sure, but that's not really possible. I wanted to understand more clearly what the case was. And I feel like I do. We'll still let this match play out because we're here and we're doing it. Might as well get as much data as possible. I kind of want to try this one more time while I'm at it. I want to be really sure. I'll keep fast forwarding so you don't have to sit through the full duration of it, and maybe I'll try to use mostly red heroes who are going to have the weakest tile damage, since that is the trickiest part. Keeping 3 of those minions alive is the most difficult thing, so we'll try that. And yeah, end this video soon. It's looking very likely that this is not possible, but again, while I'm here doing it, I want to be as sure as I possibly can be. All right, here's our epic class team, and let's do it. Well, I've learned to stop using mica because it's really hard to see who is getting hit. So, interesting lessons here that I just didn't think about before. Not that this is applicable in any way, but interesting nonetheless. Well, if there's one thing I'm seeing, it's that this effect does not happen very often. And I think this... the dodge is not good either. I think this makes me feel pretty strongly that the best sorcerers are ones that do area of effect damage, because then they have the greatest chance of causing this effect, because they are as part of their special hitting 5 targets. Oftentimes, I think with sorcerers, you don't have that choice and you're just using the emblems for the stat boost. And I think Krampus is an excellent candidate for that. It's just unfortunate that he doesn't get that benefit while some other heroes do. So if anyone's really crazy about data, it would be easy to look back at this information provided and see how many slash attacks were there and how many of them landed delay. Damn it, they hit the same target again. Versus how many times the minions hit, because the minions have hit many, many, many more times than the slash attacks have. And there has not been one conclusive hit from them, where there have been multiple conclusive hits from these slash attacks themselves. So statistically, you wouldn't expect to see that much of an imbalance unless there is the discrepancy that we're expecting to see, which is that slash attacks cannot yield this effect. Minion attacks cannot yield this effect. All right, well, I think we pushed that about as much as we can. I would feel comfortable saying this isn't possible because that many hits, we should have expected to see something by now. Like, it's not as significant as 1,000 hits from a minion, but I don't have the level of insanity needed to carry out that experiment. So let me know what you think in the comments. Again, hit that like button if you want to see more videos like this, or if you just want to show your support for the channel in general. I really appreciate that. Obviously I'm making videos for you guys and not for myself. So it's great to see that support as well. So yeah, let me know what you think. I feel comfortable saying that minions cannot proc the delay effect of sorcerers, and that makes me stand by my feeling that sorcerers that deal AoE damage like Vanda are amongst the best to utilize the talent to its full potential. Obviously, heroes like Krampus and other sorcerers, support type heroes or defensive heroes, do benefit greatly from the increased stats from those emblems. It's just unfortunate they don't get the same thing from the talent as well. So yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Happy to have had the chance and, in my opinion, get something pretty conclusive. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.